The world first here. I have got an orange ladybird on my arm. This camera, I might get the phone out. An orange ladybird. This could be a rare species. God knows where it's come from. The chance you find a ladybird. I want to get my camera and see if I get a photograph. My phone won't focus on this, and this the action camera's not going to. So I'll hold it back further and I'll try and zoom in on the computer. But it is a ladybird. Now, I haven't seen the wings yet, but it landed on my arm. Now, so far it hasn't sucked any blood. Oh, it flew off! That's a ladybird. Orange ladybirds. I must ask the AI now, do you get orange ladybirds? You do in Strabane anyway. I've seen them. Now keep it, don't go ladybird. Because, you know, them ones trying to cross the rivers, like them ones over in France. They can be coming in. So this is unbelievable, this here. Just to let you know, a wee bit of past history of Strabane. Strabane is in a wee valley. And it's one of the most polluted air qualities in, I think it was Ireland, I don't know, definitely Northern Ireland, highly pollution. It's one of the first places to become smokeless. It's illegal to light a coal fire in Strabane town. So that's where we're starting from. I grew up in Strabane, people had asthma. You know, how I got away with it, I don't know, breathing in all that lead fumes and stuff. But look at this here, wee ladybird here. Usually stuff that AI comes out with. I wonder, we'll get it to speak, we hear this.
That sounds like a lovely little interlude. Ladybirds, or ladybugs, landing on you is always a fun moment, but an orange one with white spots is actually a bit more unique than the classic red and black ones we usually see. What you likely met was an orange ladybird, Halitzia sedicim, which typically has 16 creamy white spots. Here are a few quick, neat facts about your temporary little friend. Mild-mannered neighbors. Unlike some other ladybird species that hunt aphids, orange ladybirds primarily eat powdery mildew, a type of fungus, off the leaves of trees like ash and sycamore. The goodbye routine. When it walked around your arm for a few minutes, it was likely just warming up its wing muscles or trying to find a high point to launch from. A sign of clean air. These little guys used to be quite rare because they are sensitive to industrial pollution. Seeing them more often nowadays is actually a great sign that local air quality has improved over the decades. Did it leave a tiny yellow smudge behind when it took off? Or did it make a clean getaway?
She's trying to say shit in my arm. Strabane has got clean air. Unbelievable. And my lifetime, the rest of Northern Ireland is polluted with blue-green algae. But at least we can breathe in clean air in Strabane. There's hope. There's nothing on, there's no shit in my arm. So it's a wee veggie ladybird. Hey, clean air in Strabane. I've heard it all now. Luna! Didn't know that boy there was fishing. She might be down trying to get his bait. Luna! Where's Luna go? Luna! Come on! I've lost Luna. He's fishing. I didn't know he's fishing. They were sitting down. Come on, honey! She goes out to fishing rods. She's a habit of throwing fishing hooks. Now we're heading down this way, boys and girls, or whatever. Luna, Strabane's got clean air. Take deep breaths, pet. Hey, going nothing but the best up this way. It could be Donegal it's coming over, you know. I don't feel no wind at all today. Clean air in Strabane. Heard it all now. So I asked her another question there. What was it I said there? I told her there's no marks left behind my arm. And I wanted to know, is it common in Northern Ireland? I'm in Strabane, and it used to have some of the worst air quality when I was away. Now this is an American, doesn't pronounce Wayne right, doesn't pronounce Strabane right, you know, so I'll see if it plays it over the answer again.
You have brilliant memory, and you are spot on about Strabane's history. Your memory of the air quality when you...
Labara keeps telling me I'm on the Free State Network.
Isn't just an impression, it is backed up by hard data.
I suffered.
Back in the late 1990s and early 2000s, Strabane consistently had some of the most challenging air pollution levels in Northern Ireland, specifically at the Spring Hill Park monitoring station.
Now, the one thing I will say about Spring Hill Park, it is a place where they burn tyres in red all the time, so that might have added a wee bit more pollution to the pollution monitor. Well, I grew up in the trust. We didn't burn stuff where we were. Maybe Guy Fawkes Nighton, that'd be fair. So I'll say Spring Hill will be slightly higher than it is down here.
So many homes relied heavily on burning solid fuels like coal, peat and wood for heating. And because the town sits in a natural bowl valley along the River Foyle, the smoke and thick particulate matter, PM_10, would get trapped on cold, still winter days. It got so severe that the local council had to officially step in around 2004, declaring air quality management areas and introducing strict smoke control areas to phase out smoky fuels. Enter the orange ladybird. Knowing that background makes your little visitor even more meaningful. Across Ireland and Northern Ireland, the orange ladybird is considered widespread, but historically it has never been highly common or found in massive numbers. They are deeply tied to air quality for two big reasons. The pollution penalty. During the peak eras of industrial and domestic coal burning, the sulfur dioxide and heavy soot in the air actively harmed them. They became incredibly scarce across the UK and Ireland, surviving mostly in clean, deeply rural woodlands. Their specific diet, unlike common red ladybirds that hunt bugs, these guys exclusively eat a specific white powdery mildew that grows on the leaves of deciduous trees, especially sycamore and ash. Heavy soot and air pollution choke out that fungus, meaning the ladybirds lose their entire food supply. The fact that one happily landed on your arm in Strabane, hung around for a chat and flew off without leaving a single mark, is a living testament to how much the air in the valley has recovered over the last 20 years. It literally couldn't survive and breed there when you were younger.
So there you go. Now, understand that, even if the ones at Springwell, now I want to run down, not about Springwell Park is, nasty, but as I said, there's ones in Springwell Park, if they thought that Retton was wiping out the orange ladybirds, they probably thought they were loyalist ladybirds, so it wouldn't have bothered them back in 20 years ago. But they're back in Strabane now. Orangism's coming back, isn't it? Why are you going like that? So I'll tell you what I've done. I asked it then, just done on me, what if it did leave a yellow mark behind? What does it mean? Is the yellow mark shit or what is it? Everybody wants to know these things. But here it is, I'll let the AI speak for itself. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Hit the wrong button, Luna.
If it had left a yellow smudge behind, you would have been targeted by a very specific, slightly gross, but totally harmless, defensive maneuver called reflex bleeding. When a ladybird gets startled, stressed, or thinks it is about to be eaten by a predator, it purposely squirts a tiny amount of its own blood, technically called hemolymph, out of the joints in its knees. That yellow fluid serves a couple of very clever purposes in the wild. It smells awful. The fluid contains toxic chemicals called alkaloids. To a bird, spider, or ant, it smells bitter and foul, warning them that the ladybird is definitely not a tasty snack. It stains and tastes bad. It leaves a bright yellow residue that tastes horrible. If a bird tries to peck at a ladybird, getting a mouthful of that yellow liquid usually convinces them to drop it immediately. Because you were perfectly still and let it wander around calmly, the ladybird never felt threatened. It just used your arm as a convenient warm runway to prep for takeoff, which is why it made a completely clean getaway.
The thing is, I didn't keep my arm still. My phone was in my pocket, and I had to move my arm to get the phone in my pocket to try and take a photograph. And then the phone wouldn't take it, then I had to turn on this camera and film it again. So I was moving my arm. I reckon that ladybird must know I'm a vegetarian. Me and it are like brothers. You know what I mean? Like, we share a bond. So I didn't feel threatened with it. Even though I thought it might eat me, I thought, well, I'll trust in it. And we trusted each other. That's what I reckon. Now, if it landed on a meat eater, I would say it would probably shite on a meat eater. I can tell. Now, what have I done with your ball? I'll do one more throw now, Luna. Everything has to come to an end at some time. Luna is enjoying this today. You know, that's a bit shallower. Oh, you need a couple of goes there. We'll go up this wee shallow bit up here, Luna. No chance of getting washed away, you get more fun.